All right, remember friends, today we're looking for the author's point of view. So to model this for you, to give you an example on how to figure it out, I'm going to use this article, Firefighters, Teamwork Counts. Now remember, if we're looking for the author's point of view, I'm trying to figure out how does the author feel about specifically firefighters and teamwork. So I can make some predictions before I even start reading the article by looking at my title, Firefighters, Teamwork Counts, my heading, Everybody Has a Job, the heading, Veterans Helping Rookies, and the importance of training. So I'm going to go ahead now, just looking at those two text features, the title, Firefighters, Teamwork Counts, and my headings, and I'm going to make a prediction that the author thinks that firefighters are good at teamwork. So that is my prediction. So I'm going to come over here to my graphic organizer. I'm going to click on the T for text, and I'm going to create my text box right here. And for the point of view, I'm going to make my prediction that the author believes firefighters are good at working as a team. Now, remember, this is just my prediction, so I'm not sure if this is right yet. So now I'm going to be looking for details in the text that either prove that this is right, that they are good at working as a team, or that prove me wrong, that they think that firefighters don't work well as a team. So let's get started. When the alarm sounds in a fire station, the firefighters jump into immediate action. They pull on their gear and grab their equipment. They climb into the fire engine. The driver makes sure everyone is buckled in and then takes the quickest route to the fire. All right, I reached my first chunk, the end of my first paragraph, so now I'm going to ask myself, did we have any details that talked about working together? Well, I guess there was a detail here that says the driver makes sure everyone is buckled in. That could be a detail, but it doesn't really talk about working together. It's more of just checking on. So I'm going to see if there are better examples, but I'm going to keep this in the back of my mind. Everybody has a job. No two fires are alike. Firefighters never know exactly what the situation will be like when they arrive on the scene of a burning building. Is the building empty? Are there people to rescue? Once they get to the scene, they work together like one machine. The fire chief sizes up the situation and figures out the best way to fight the fire. He or she begins to call orders. All right, I'm at the end of another paragraph, so I'm going to stop and ask myself, have we talked about firefighters working as a team? Yes, we have. This says once they get to the scene, they work together like one machine. Now, as I read that sentence, I need to ask myself, does this seem like the author likes it, that they're working well together, or does it seem like the author is saying that firefighters don't work well together? Well, if they're working together like one machine, that makes me think that they're working together well. So this is once again proving my point of view down here. So I'm going to choose that T for text. I'm going to click on right in that box where I want to start typing, and I'm going to say that they work together like a machine. And then I'm going to tell myself that it was paragraph 2, just as a reminder. And I'm going to write myself a little note. That means they work together well. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and keep reading. One firefighter sets the pump while several more pull the hose line. Another firefighter holds the nozzle. The firefighters are ready to enter the building. Sometimes they use the ladder to reach the upper floors of a building. Other fighters enter with tools ready to break through doors and open up ceilings. All right, now I'm going to stop again and ask myself, do I have details that show firefighters are working together as a team? As a matter of fact, yes, I still do. So this listed all of the different ways that firefighters have different jobs so that not everyone is doing the same thing so that they can all work together. So I'm going to add another text. So I've got the T selected, so I'm just going to click right here and I'm going to type every firefighter has a job that works with the others. I put that in my own words, so I didn't use my quotation marks. All right, let's go ahead and keep reading. This heading, Veterans Helping Rookies. The veteran firefighters, those who have many years of experience, work with the rookies, or the firefighters who are just beginning their careers. Ooh, I love those context clues right there. You may not know what veteran means, but if we read on in the sentence, it says those who have many years of experience. So I know that veteran means that they've done this for a long time before, whereas rookies are people who are just beginning. So a rookie is someone new, a veteran is someone who's been doing it for a long time. No firefighter goes into a burning building alone. Partners look out for each other as they make their way through smoky rooms wearing heavy gear. Oh my goodness. Well, I know you know that we had some text evidence in that paragraph. What sentence would you have pulled out? Out of these three, honestly, guys, there isn't a wrong answer. You could pull out that veterans work together with rookies. You could pull out that they never go into a burning building alone, or that partners are looking out for each other. Any of those would be excellent examples. I'm going to say firefighters never go alone into a building, and partners always work together and help each other. And I'm going to remind myself that that was in paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4. Paragraph 4. Now, I might want to move that because it's not exactly where I want, so I'm going to click this arrow for select, and I'm going to move it. Now, I have my 3 details, but I'm not finished with my article yet, so I want to go ahead and keep reading. Maybe I can find extra details to put into my graphic organizer. The importance of training. Firefighters are trained in ways to put out fires and to rescue people, but a very important part of their training is learning how to be a good team member. Every year, firefighters take classes and practice skills that will help them on the job. Their supervisors and instructors remind the firefighters that it takes the entire team to put out a fire. The safety of everyone depends on good teamwork. All right, I've hit the end of another chunk, so I'm going to ask myself again, what details from that paragraph either prove that firefighters are good at working as a team or do not prove that firefighters are good at working as a team? So the detail that I would have pulled out, what I think is the most important part, is this sentence right here. A very important part of their training is learning how to be a good team member. Not only does it talk about being a good team member, which is exactly what our point of view says, but remember, it's got the words here, very important. If you ever see a word like very important, that gives you a clue about the main idea. They're describing it as something that really matters. So if you see that it says something is very important, I'll bet that's a detail you could put in your graphic organizer. So even though I don't have another box here in my graphic organizer, I'm just going to make one, just a little line right here. And I'm going to say the line straight from the text. So I'm going to copy it, so I put it in quotation marks. A very important part of their training is learning how to be a good team member. And then I'm going to remind myself that that was paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paragraph 5. Now I'm going to move that to a place where I can read it a little bit better. Maybe I'll scooch these two together, then move it here. Boom. All right, so remember, friends, whenever you're looking for the author's point of view, you can always make a prediction before you get started by looking at your text features, your titles, and your headings. And then you're looking for details that show if you're right or wrong. So my prediction ended up being correct. I thought that it was going to say that firefighters are good at working as a team, and every single paragraph, every single heading had information that showed that yes, firefighters are good at working as a team. So today in your job is going to be looking at an article also about firefighters, but you're going to try to find evidence that shows the author's point of view about firefighters. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always send me a text or a message.